Alright guys, so today I'm going to do a list of the top 10 legendary heroes in Castle Clash. And this list will stay viable for as long as legendaries are still viable, because they aren't going to release any more legendaries now that they're releasing these epic heroes. And I'm making this video for the new people who are starting. I'll explain the best builds and which legendary heroes you should be trying to get, as well as how to get these heroes. I'll accept one because I'm not sure how to get one. So, first of all, I have two honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is going to be Pumpkin Duke. You get him as long as you complete all the quests they have you do. When you first get the game, you will get Pumpkin Duke at the end of it. Now, the way to build Pumpkin Duke is almost everybody has Regenerate, just because it raises his energy per pound. That's the best thing for Pumpkin Duke. Another good talent is Vampiric Grail. Insignias, a lot of people put Power, they'll just get more energy. Other good ones are Sacred Light or Dragon's Cover, if you have access to it. Even a Wicked Armor, if you have it, that way he doesn't kill himself to reflect. For equipment, you either want Hyper Strength or Unbridled Fury. Hyper Strength is preferable, especially for how I have him built. And then I have him built with Attack, but that's only for Archdemon. General play, you want to build him with Dodge. And then the second honorable mention I have is Anubis. Now Anubis, he's easy to kill, but he's still really soft. I've seen people use him in their hero versus hero teams because he debuffs enemies. And he's also the best hero in the game, in my opinion, for killing troops. Now how I have him built is Dragon's Cover, because it reduces damage and limits the reflective damage, which is exactly what you need on Anubis. Also Revitalize, that way he just procs right away and can kill his troops right away. That's what I have as his insignia. Now for equipment, you really do want accuracy, that way he can debuff heroes. I have Attack just because that's what I want. Obviously wants to change this, but accuracy is preferable. Okay, so now to start the top 10 list. In number 10, we have Valiant Santis. She's good because she can break damage limits, which only a couple heroes in the game can do that. You get her from the event hero cards, which you can get from the silver chest in Treasure Mining. She's a pretty common drop as well, so her best talents are either Vampiric Grail, Sacred Light, or Flame Guard. And then don't put Unholy Pact on her. That's just because it boosts the attack the most when it's in an epic heroes list. That's the only reason that's there. But Wicked Armor is also really good because it'll limit her damage received. Dragon's Cover will work too, but again, that's hard to get. Now I have Unbridled Fury just because it boosts her attack speed, and her attack that actually does damage is based off of her basic attack, so I believe this is the best. On her you want accuracy, that way she can actually kill these heroes that have damage limits. And then in number 9 we have Dovekeeper. Again, everybody gets Dovekeeper as long as you complete the quests at the beginning of the game. I have Sunder, but that's just for Archdemon. Unholy Pact is good. Low Might, as well as War God. Just anything that boosts her attack, that way she can do what she does best and hero kill. lot of people put true piety on Dove, which works fine if you're at low might, but once you get higher, it doesn't really work because Dynamica exists and he cancels out true piety. Or God's good because it increases attack. Just basically anything that increases her attack and makes her kill heroes faster. Now, in number 8, we have Vanica. We used to be able to get him an Egg Smash, but this is the only hero on this list that I'm not sure how to get anymore. Now, if you want tank Vanica, you want to build him with Flame Guard and Sacred Light. I have Wicked Armor, and then my favorite is Sacred Light. That's just a joke build. Do not put that on him. This is my personal favorite build for the Vanica. And then for his equipment, I have Spectre's Instinct because he can hold his own and doesn't really need Holy Conviction, and this inhibits the enemy heroes, so it's really good on him. Hyper Strength works too, as does Holy Conviction. You want to build him with accuracy as well. Some people do dodge, but I think you want to dodge on him that way he can actually kill heroes. And then in number 7 we have Phobos. Phobos, his general build is either Sacred Light and Empower if you want him on defense, or Dragon's Cover instead of Sacred Light, or Soul Healer plus Sacred Light if you're going hero versus hero on things like Arena and Lost Battlefield. Everybody has access to Phobos because you can buy him with Prestige in the shop right there. So he is a really solid hero. I definitely recommend buying him. And then in number 6 we have Zulix. Now the two main builds for him. On Phobos you want accuracy as well, and Holy Conviction is his best enchantment. And then number 6 we have Zulix. His two best builds are either Sacred Light and Power for hero versus hero modes, or Revive slash Revitalize for base damage and attacking bases. Flame Guard works too, instead of Sacred Light, but it's not as good as Sacred Light. As for his equipment, I have Silencing Shot because it increases his range and it can make him hit more buildings when attacking heroes. Another good one is Holy Conviction. Hyper Strength will work too if you want him to do more damage. And then you want accuracy on him as well. That way he can attack people. But really, you don't need it. So anything you roll would work on Zulix. Now in number 5 we have Walla Walla, who's my favorite hero. He's the best. He's a healer, so everybody needs a healer. And he's probably the best healer in the game with Water Priestess. Now, for his talents, I think Dragon's Cover is his best talent because it reduces damage and limits reflected damage received to 5,000, which is important because he will hit other heroes and debuff them. But also, Flame Guard and Sacred Light are also viable options. Even an Empower will work, but that's not as good because it's mainly for defense. I have Sunder just for Archdemon, but that's definitely not his best talent. Then for this, you can put more damage reduction. Sacred Light works. Evens Eldritch Drive. You can even go Wicked Armor if you don't have a Dragon's Cover on it, because that will limit his reflective damage. Boost his attack if you want him to do more attack. Empower is really good. So is Stone Skin. Stone Skin works as well. Anything that'll keep him alive, basically, is what you want on Walla. As for equipment, I have Energy Surge because it increases his dodge. And I have really high dodge on him. same place you get Valiant Sanctus, you get from those event hero cards, which you can get from the silver chest from treasure mining, which comes around once a week. His best talents are either revitalize for attacking in guild wars, or empower and dragon discover if you want him on defense. If you can't get dragon discover, wicked armor works too. Some people go sacred light and flame guard as well, but they aren't as good, but it'll definitely work if you need it to. Oh yeah, I forgot how to mention how to get Walla. You get him from hero card 3, I think, and you'll get some of those from these boxes and stuff down there. So he's not too hard to get. Also, Pirate's Booty, which is an event that comes around once a week. If you don't have a wallet yet, I recommend spending gems on Pirate's Booty because he is definitely a solid hero. Now, in number 3, we have Rune Master. Rune Master is great because he removes debuffs on your heroes, and he paralyzes the enemy, which makes them not able to do anything for a little bit. His best talents are either Dragon's Cover, Sacred Light, Flame Guard on this, and then for Insignia, I have Empower, just because he's on my defensive base right here. If I'm going hero versus hero, though, I put Dragon's Cover as well as a Sacred Light. That way he's just as tanky as possible. Wicked Armor works too, just so it helps deflect if you don't have Dragon's Cover on. Then for his equipment, I have Victory Range, which I believe is his best because it reflects damage if you don't already have a Flame Guard on him. For his equipment, you definitely want accuracy. That way he can actually paralyze enemies. And then HP would work too, but it's not preferable. Now, for the number 2 legendary hero, we have Lambar. Now, almost everybody I see has the exact same Lambar, which is Sacred Light. So that's what I would recommend definitely putting on your Rambo. You get him from the event hero cards as well, and he's the second most common drop from those. So you'll get him pretty soon, as long as you do your treasure mining whenever you can. I've also seen Sacred Light Vampire, which I believe is the metal arena, but Sacred Light and Empower is better overall. And then as for his equipment, you definitely want Holy Conviction, because it reduces damage. And then his best is HP, because he doesn't need dodge, he doesn't take damage most of the time when he's attacked anyway. He's probably the best all-around support hero in the game, just because his shields and ability to just survive. It's really hard to kill a Rainbow. You have to get lucky and hit him at the exact time when his shield's not up. So he's a very solid hero, and as soon as you shield him, you should definitely use. Now, as for the number 1 best legendary hero in the game, we have Zephyrica. Dragon's Cover is the best up high because Dynamica, breaking damage limits, that way he can actually survive somewhat against it. And it also limits reflective damage, so he's only taking 5,000 since his hits are so frequent. How you get Zephyrica is they put him in Hero Collector. That way if you roll another hero, you can get him, and that's the easiest way to get him free to play. I haven't really seen any other ways. On him you want accuracy for sure, and Spectre's Instinct is his best enchantment, I believe. my build because I have fire repellent survival that can go in, debuff the enemies, and then kill the troops with the survival because it'll actually stay alive. Soul Healer is another great talent. I also use him on defense, so I get Dragon's Cover and Empower. That way he's automatically hitting the heroes. So that wraps it up for the top 10 legendary heroes in Castle Clash. Thank you for watching, guys. If you guys want me to do anything specific,